morning, boys, girls, friends, enemies. Bit of a different road today. Off to Bradwell, side to the old World War II airstrip. I think mosquitoes used to fly out of there, amongst other planes. I'd have to check the history. I'm just going on old memory, if you like. Very pretty ride. Had an interesting little snippet this morning, which I'll put in, or I might put in if I can drag it off the camera. I was trundling along. I left home, it was 0 degrees. Trundling along, roads like this, damp. And when they put salt on the road, this dampness is quite slippery to, you know, car, bike, whatever. And the bike come past me. I thought the overtake was a bit dangerous. Oh, then, Jesus Christ. And then it got me to thinking risk. We all have such different views of risk, don't we? What is risky to one is not necessarily risky to another. How do we define what is safe? Me? I used to ride and drive like a bit of an idiot, as we all do when we're younger. And I'd been charging down through the night in a lorry down to Austria, the snow, determined to get there, you know, heroic. 25, rule the world. And I pulled into a services for something to eat, and one of our other drivers was there, an old boy, John. I said, we'll make it tonight. And he said, no, I'll park up. He said, the roads are bad, it's not worth the risk. And I said, well, it's not that bad. And he looked at me, he said, listen, son, we have old drivers, we have bold drivers, but I don't know of any old, bold drivers. And he smiled at me, and I stayed the night, and that stayed with me ever since. Did I want to be a bold driver, or did I want to be an old driver? I'm glad I chose the latter. I just thought, it's a difference. I want to play with the drone. I've been playing with it, and there are not many areas where you can just sort of knock about and learn. And I was, where I am, I'm one side of the Blackwater estuary. I'm going the other side, Bradwell, and I just thought it would make a change. That's all. No specific reason. I just want somewhere where nobody's about, so if I cock up or I crash the drone, I'm not going to hurt anyone. I don't want to go flying it around people. And I like this road. It's just a nice, steady, twisty road, lots of scenery, old churches. Used to be a power station, nuclear power station there, and some considerable years ago they started decommissioning it, and they're still decommissioning it. So there's not a lot out that part of the world, and that's the nice part of it. Everywhere I go from the village, I go into another little village or into a town. And it's just really nice to spread your legs, if you like. That came out wrong, didn't it? Excuse me. Spread your wings. But if you're that way inclined, spread your legs. I don't care. So, on the subject of risk, do you still take risks? When did you stop taking risks? I mean, I still take them. It's just one of those natural things we do. Sometimes deliberately, sometimes by accident. But I try to minimise the risk. This road used to be really wicked. If you look ahead, this lay-by here, that's the old road. The bends at one point used to be real hairpins. Cancelling their wisdom, come along and just trim the corners to make it a bit smoother. But this road used to be really evil at one time. Quite a dangerous little beast. Now it's just a pleasure. As long as you keep your wits about you. Again, you can see by the lay-by. But it is a nice part of the world. Bradwell power station in the distance, and this is the memorial, which I think is a very, very nice memorial, very remote. Royal New Zealand Air Force, Royal Canadian Air Force. A lot of brave men died flying from here. A lot of names. So there's Australian, New Zealand, Canadian. Not seeing any Polish names. Oh, there's a Belgian there. Brave men, very brave men. When it was an airfield, I should imagine back in those days, this was not only remote, but pretty damn bleak. Estuary over there, and this is a headland. When the winter comes in, boy, does it come in. Going to take a little trip through Bradwell village. Oh, it's bumpy. It is a lovely part of the world. Very traditional. Still very old English. Hasn't lost that village feel. This is Bradwell village. I think it's just a very, very pretty little village. Some lovely old houses. Little village shop, church. never actually been down this bit of road, so we'll go and have a look. Lovely old church. Village school. Yeah, probably boring you now. Well, I haven't been down this road, so I might as well go down it and have a look. They're not short of churches and graveyards around here. I think I know where I am. Now, down on this promontory is the oldest church in England, apparently. You can see it there in the distance. The Chapel of St. Peter ad Murum. Built on the walls of the Roman fort Athona by St. Ced in 654 Anno Domini. Pretty sure it is the oldest, although don't quote me. I hate being quoted. I always get misquoted. I only watched this yesterday. Bugger it. Half a mile down there. I wasn't about to walk down. A lot of people down there, so again using the drone, a bit pointless. And it's starting to blow a hoolie. I'm surprised it stayed up for my first shot. These things don't like a lot of wind. Well, there you go. Oldest church in Britain, and it is still used. I think that was its claim to fame. Oldest church in continuous use, and services still held there. I think that's pretty amazing, actually. I'm not a churchgoer. Always been a little bit of a non-believer, or you know, in religions. I believe there is something, but they're my own private beliefs. I don't expect anyone else to join in. There you go, girls and boys. See if I can get back and chop this footage about and make some sort of log out of it. I've been a bit scattered and a bit disparate. I'm not sure I can make any sense of any of this. So, ride safe, enjoy life if you can, always try to be happy, and I'll catch you again later. Bye.